Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Hey, this is what a struggle is like. I don't know if y'all have ever seen one before. Struggling. Now, listen. So struggle. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Struggle in the Morning. I am your host, Struggleton. If this is your first time hearing this, you have never seen a struggle quite like this before. I am talking in my sleep. I am literally not awake right now. It is crazy. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning, where I get up in the morning and put way too much of my personal business out there. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience a struggle so struggled. If you've been here before and you found it not robbery to come back and watch again, man, I appreciate you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. Makes me feel good on my inner Shondo. Makes my inner na feel good. Make them say, yeah. Na. Right now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm doing this show, but I'm looking forward to the future. Not like days, weeks, or months down the road. Nope. I'm looking forward to as soon as this show is over and going to sleep. I am struggling today. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. Snoop, we didn't know. We had no idea. Welcome to See You in the Morning. Now, the first thing I do on this show is I speak to all the people that speak to me. So let me go ahead and knock that out. Let me do that. Let me try to find some sense of normalcy in my life. I don't even know what's on my sleeve. I'm going to roll that up because that just don't even look right. It's just white stuff on my sleeve. Probably fell asleep on my arm. I ain't even going to lie. It's struggle morning. But let me speak to those who speak to me. First and foremost, the first three people that speak to me get the mythical morning medals, the M&M's. The bronze medal this morning goes to Downtown Keith Brown. Good morning, Keith. Winning the bronze this morning. The silver goes to my man Snoop Boykins. What up, coach? And the gold goes to Emmy Time. Emmy plays. She got that diamond on her hand, but the gold medal on this show, Michelle McKinney. So Michelle with the gold, Snoop with the silver, and Keith with the bronze. Also here is TT, Tiny and Tasty. She got the aluminum fourth, almost getting the medal, but then not quite. Delisa, good morning. Christine, morning. Cynthia, good morning. Dame Dash, good morning. Ida, Charnel, good morning. Wilberta, good morning. Monica, whatever. He got home after 11 and was up at 2:30. Yeah, that ain't no fun. Dolores, good morning. I should have stayed up. That's not why I was up. If they would have lost, it would just been icing on the cake. I ain't even worried about all that. That just didn't happen. Charnel, good morning. It's a great day to be whatever you had. Hey man, listen. I can't even discuss. Elvira, good morning. Good morning. So first of all, let me tell you, last night, not my coaching debut, but my coaching debut with this particular team didn't go the way that I would hope it would go. We got outscored a little bit. They put a few more points on the board than we did. And that happens. It's all about how you snap back from it. Do you tuck your tail and run, or do you keep on facing it, man? That last night, one of those life lesson ones. You take an L, and how do you respond to that L? How do you come back from it? So that's what we got now, man. We got this learning experience for the kids. We'll see. We'll see. We got Hickory. That's all I know. That's all I know now. We got Hickory. Listen, I knew we was in a different situation. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Queen Honey. And she said, Mufasa, I knew we was in a different world when they kept singing The Lion King. When I looked over in that student section, this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. We looked over in that student section, and I seen a sea of mayo. I'm talking about there was some speckles of barbecue out there. But it was a sea of mayo. And then that student section kept singing The Lion King. When I heard them, I was like, what's happening? You ever been in something, you just figured this can't be what's really happening? Good morning, JD, Martin Luther the King, Jennifer and Melissa, good morning. You ever been in something, you realize this can't be real life? Crowd full of people, the stands was packed. I don't know if they all rode in one vehicle or not. The game started at 7:30. 7 o'clock, won't nobody there. And suddenly, stands full. Stands was full. Good morning, LaTanya. Then I heard it. I heard and I was like, where? In a sea of mayo. And the students, in the jungle, the mighty, they were singing it. I was confused. I was shocked and amazed. I was like, what in the Timon and Pumbaa is happening out here? Then, let me tell you something. If you ever been somewhere and you just want to get home as quickly as possible, good morning, Dion. You ever been somewhere you want to get home as quickly as possible? School bus is not what you want. You don't ever want to be trying to get home on a school bus. That school bus, I know why your kids get home late. That school bus hits a max of 45. That school bus hits that 45 max. Max. The interstate was bad. We had to take the James River Bridge. That bus, 45 max. So you on the bus, War Hills in Williamsburg, a trip that should have took us 45 minutes to an hour, took us 3 days, 37 seconds. Good morning, Helen. 3 days, 37 seconds to get back. It's a school bus. It can't move. No matter what I saw everybody pass us. At one point in time, we was on the interstate and 3 deer pulled up beside us and just walked beside us. And I was able to feed the deer out the bus window. That's how slow the bus goes. The deer was on the interstate with us. We going full bore. The deer just pulled up beside us. They just tried it on. And I just handed them some sunflower seeds out the window. That's how slow we was going. That school buses just don't go fast. If you got somewhere you got to be in a hurry, school bus is not what's going to get it. I'm trying to get a medical exemption and say I can't ride the bus back with the kids no more, Coach. It's not what you want. You are literally, and first I thought the bus driver was doing us a favor. The bus driver I thought was doing us a favor. She told us I found the one air-conditioned bus that was still available and brought y'all on the air-conditioned bus. And I thought she was doing us a favor by putting us on the air-conditioned bus. Did not. Here's the problem. Because the bus was air-conditioned, we had to keep the windows up. On that ride home, the smell of those kids, we was riding in a yellow can of funk. We was riding in a yellow can of funk. I still don't think my sinuses. I was upset that I took my sinus medicine because I took my sinus medicine, my nose was clear, I could smell everything. And I was completely upset by that. It was a bus of funk. When that funk hit that fan, when that funk hit that can, man, listen. I had problems. I think that's why I got this headache. I almost wanted the kids to smoke weed. I'm like, I know it's not allowed, but can somebody light it up? Can somebody just light one up? Something. Can somebody throw a Febreze bomb in this car? Because I couldn't deal with it. It was a smell. It was a smell. And you never get football funk out. It goes nowhere. I'm gonna tell y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you. I went to high school in that same building. That locker room still smells the same. There is no way to take that funk out of that locker room. That school was built in 1974. It is 45 years, 50 years of pure funkification in there. 50 years of pure funkification. And it builds on each other every year. The funk welcomes in new funk. The old funk stays. It don't leave. It's like, we here, welcome. Then when the new funk comes in, it's like new members class. It's like the right-handed fellowship at church. We welcome you. We welcome you. New funk. You just put funk on funk. It's double funked. It was not what you wanted. You don't ever want to be trapped. I'm trying to think of places I'd rather be on Naked and Afraid or just anywhere. I usually listen to music on the ride. I took my AirPods out of my ear and put them in my nose. It was so much funk, I could start smelling it through my ears. I put my AirPods in my nose. I'm like, this is helping. And then I could start hearing the funk. I could hear the smell. The funk was in my ear. I'm still here. I'm not going nowhere. I'm still here. It's crazy. But it was a good time, man. It's good to get back in there. Coaching is not for, like, they talk about teaching. Teaching ain't for the faint at heart. Coaching I don't even know what we doing out there. I don't know what you volunteer just to be frustrated. That's what your life is. You say to yourself, I want to frustrate myself. You talking about washing properly in the morning. We talking about high school boys. Monica, you talking about high school boys. There is no such thing as high school boys washing properly. Ain't no such thing. High school boys is not washing properly. If they showering every day, that's an if. High school boys would rather just Febreze themselves. They just gonna throw something over top of some Axe. That's a bath to them. Axe body spray to high school boys is a shower in a can. They getting up high school. You talking about they don't shower at the gate, they don't shower at the practice. We got a shower facility in our locker room that hasn't been used since 1974. Bone dry. Matter of fact, we store stuff in the shower. They just store stuff in the shower. Kids ain't using the shower. What is it there for? There you go. Everybody's shower is a storage. Same story, different school. We got one. I bet you right now, we try to use that shower, it would sound like The Exorcist in there. If somebody would have cut on the shower with a water black, you would have to go in there and put oil on that shower. Delisa said it had to be the equipment too. My husband had that same funk when he played for Indian River back in '88. Yeah, because you sweat into them shoulder pads, and that sweat ain't going nowhere. Then that funk builds up in there. Ain't nobody washing their shoulder pads. Ain't nobody cleaning them. It's a conglomerate of funk. It gets bad in there. But for some reason, I don't mind being there. I enjoy working with the kids. I enjoy trying to make better individuals out of them. For me, it's less about the football and more about having an influence on their lives. This is just me. Now, there's some guys out there is 100% purely about football. And I get it, and I understand that. For me, it's about having a voice into a lot of these young men's lives and being able to speak into their lives, whether they listen or not. I see some of them listen or not. Sometimes they do. Sometimes you miss out. But if you can save one or two or three or influence one or two or three, you take them, especially like now, we got a really young team. Like we full is 2 seniors on the team. Everybody else is a freshman or sophomore. I don't even think we got a junior class. We might have a couple of juniors. So all of our kids are super young. So we able to help develop these kids into something different. I get to tell them about life lessons. The kids hate coming to talk to me. Because I always tell them you can either make a play or make an excuse, but you can't do both. I tell them the same thing about life. Hey, you can either make it happen or make an excuse. You're not gonna be able to do both. Reminding them every day, hey, you a student athlete, you gotta go to class. You gotta learn class. What you learned today? I ask the kids, that thing throw them off. I be like, hey man, what you learned today? He's like, factory reset. I know the kids be running from me because I'm asking them factory reset questions. What you learned today? I'm gonna tell them about life. They were hot with me. I told them boys the other day, I said, listen, this is how I knew what kind of day we was gonna have. We get on the bus going to the game. Little boy is looking through. I guess they must have like single websites for teenagers. We had a chat line when we was growing up. We had a chat line, and I'm not mad at him. Delisa, you talking about the distraction. When I got on that bus, this young man is swiping through pictures of this young lady, showing his homeboy. I said, man, what you looking at? I said, man, put that away. Focus on the game. I'm focused, coach. No, you think about the wrong balls. You concerned with the wrong kind of ball security. We preach ball security here as a team. You think about the wrong ball security. Get yourself together. Homeboy says, how old is she? He's 16. Hey, first of all, I'm not even allowed to look at this picture at this point. Now that you made this public, I don't want to see the picture. She was fully clothed, fully dressed. I'm not looking at a picture of 16-year-old girls. What we're not going to do is y'all ain't either. Ain't none of us gonna look at 16-year-old girl. Get your life together. Then they got mad at me because I came and told them a very specific fact. I say, these little girls that you running around here, you worried about so much, I'm telling you, 10, 15, 20 years, you ain't gonna remember their name. And they're not gonna look like this no more. I get them real life. I preach real life to the kids. I let them know what's really happening out here in these streets. I know you worried about them. I know you worried about these. I know these girls is all you can think about right now. Stop asking them for a picture themselves. Ask for a picture of their mama. Like, hey, man, you got a picture of you and your mama anywhere around the house? You ain't got no picture of your mama on your social media? Let me see. Let me check that out. That's what you're getting. Tell you now, that's what you're getting right now. Listen. Right now, you're getting to why she's still dough. Wait till that yeast get in there. And that dough rises. Ain't gonna be the same. You're not even gonna remember. I can't remember 90% of the people I went to high school with. I'll see it's people all the time. I could be like, hey, we went to high school together. I'm like, hey, I know that. Try to think about all the people in your homeroom. You don't know them people. It's a select few people that you can actually remember. The rest, you went through a rotating door of 1,500, 1,600 kids. A rotating door of 1,500, 1,600 kids. Most kids came in, kept their head down, went to class, went to work. You ain't know who they was. Ate lunch, moved on. You ain't gonna remember all them kids. So that's what you end up trying to do for them. I'm back at Manor, Coach Baker. I'm back at Manor. Let me tell y'all something. I'm glad Coach Baker's on here. We had Coach Baker was my high school football coach. Coach Baker said something. Coach Baker said something that I think is hilarious. Coach Baker coached what at the time we thought was going to be the last game of Manor High School. I'll never forget it. Coach Baker brought us into the locker room. We had just gotten new. This is a true story. Coach Baker, I'm always tell this story because I just think it's hilarious. If you know the etymology of Portsmouth Public Schools, Portsmouth had 5 high schools. Portsmouth now has 3. I don't know how that works. Most cities, every other city in this area, every other city in the 7 cities has added high schools. That should be telling us something about our city. Every other city in this area has added high schools. They've added elementary schools. They've added middle schools. Portsmouth has been downgraded. We constantly downgrade. We had 5 high schools, we now had 3. We had a multitude of middle schools. We now had 3. 13 elementary schools. We got 22 schools total. Virginia Beach has 11 high schools. We're down to 3. The first school they closed was Craddock High School. Craddock High School was there. Coach Baker was the coach at Craddock High School. He was the football coach at Craddock High School. I think his final season there, they only had 17 players, and they called them the 17 Mean MFs. They put that right in the paper too. They were like the 17 Mean MFs. It was a different time. You was allowed to be called. Now you'd be canceled. That's socially inappropriate. It was a 17 coach here. It was a 17 and 19. He lost that job. Those kids were dispersed to the other high schools. Some of them went to the school on High Street. Some of them came to Manor. Very, very select few went all the way to Churchland. So we go and we playing at Manor High School, having a great year. That same year, they just had closed Craddock. That same year, they were like, let's make it a double. They decided that they were going to close the oldest high school in the city, Wilson High School. Coach Baker's the coach. They told us this. They told us that the school was going to be being renamed. They said, you know what? We can't close Wilson. Those people, they got a lot of alumni. They love the Wilson name. Nobody cares about Manor. That's what they decided in the school board. They said, we're just gonna change the name of Manor to Wilson. It won't be Wilson because it'll have different colors, but it'll be Wilson. There was a lot. Nobody thought it through. It was 19. 19. I thought it was 17. It's 19. The 19 mean. He coached in that year. 19 of them. We find out right before the last football game of the year. It was a road game. It was a road game. We were going to Churchland. Coach Baker brought us all into the locker room, right? Not the locker room, into the coach's office, the weight room, right before the game. And this is when you're supposed to be getting your pregame speech. Coach is getting ready to put us on the bus to go to the game. I'll never forget that game. We had Jay Clark was playing for us that year, and they used to call Jay Clark Superman. We doing the pregame warm-ups. We running around the field. The Churchland players had got word that we were being closed. It was just a conglomerate of bad things happen. Superman had just been killed in the comic books. We running the thing. I said we playing. I heard we playing Superman tonight. Somebody yelled out, "Superman dead!" I was like, oh, horrible. We run around. Somebody said, "Who we playing tonight?" We playing Wilson. And like, we already beat Wilson. It was a conglomerate of ridiculousness. Coach Baker had us in the locker room prior to the game. And this is when your coach is supposed to give you an impassioned speech to let you feel good about what's about to happen. Coach Baker said, "I don't know if y'all heard the news, but they're about to change us. This is going to be last game at Manor. They're about to change us to Wilson." God, I tell you, I'm starting to feel like I'm bad luck. I'm at Crowd-Out. They closed that down. I came to Wilson. They shut that down too. I came to Manor. They shut that down too. This is when, as focused as we supposed to be on the game, your coach says something that gonna end up making you have to run because it was so funny. Coach said, I came over here, they shut that down too. I'm starting to think I'm bad luck. He said, "Man, I just bought me a red and black jacket. Now I gotta go slap a bull on the back of it or something." Man, when I tell you, when he said, "Now I gotta go slap a bull on the back of it," I thought I was gonna die, because I realized that Coach probably only gonna put a Chicago bull. He probably gonna put a Schlitz Smoke Liquor one on there. Probably ain't gonna be a Chicago bull. And no, Michelle, I will not be mentioning the name of that school on High Street. The school between High and London will not get any name recognition from me. But it's now Friday. Red Bull won't eat out back then. It's now Friday. Friday normally, and see, this is what's throwing me off, because Friday is normally when you play high school football. Today we played on Thursday, and so now my Friday, I'm all confused. I don't know what to think. Now I'm up on Friday. I feel like today's a Saturday. You shouldn't have to go through life after that. After what happened to us on last night. I think that for me, and I'm finna wrap the show up so I can go back to sleep. I think that for me, the giving back by coaching, to be able to be involved in the kids' lives, that's just something that I could do. That's one of the small things that I could do. They have me come speak to kids all the time. I'll be honest, I don't know my effectiveness as a public speaker to kids. I'm not rich enough. I'm not famous enough. I got to go buy some costume jewelry or rent a Maserati. Anytime you have me come speak to kids, and they always tell me that, yeah, I know Austin Smith plays. I know a lot of people always tell me, man, no, the adults always be like, man, that was good. You did great, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what I got. I don't know how to get the kids. Kids' attention spans don't last that long. You got to have a 20-second talk. Like, it's got to be, if you're a public speaker to kids, it can't be longer than a TikTok. If your speech is longer than a TikTok, you lost them. I got to start dancing like Terry Crews or something. I don't know. Speaking to kids is rough. If they be there, they gonna give you they all 2 seconds, and then they out. You can't prepare them. You know, if you got more than one page, and your whole speech better fit on the index card with kids, because they ain't listening, and they ain't got it. But it's what I can do to help out. I think that our world, our society works a little bit better when everybody finds a place where they can work out. Now, your thing may not be coaching. You may not like kids enough to be around them all the time. You may not, your place may not be coaching. It may not be motivational speaking, but we can all have an impact on this world in a positive way, in our own way. Even if it's something as speaking and saying something nice to somebody, we all have our own way that we can make this world a little bit better. I don't think that we were put in this world to ride solo, live in our little bubble, and don't have any type of effect on what goes on the outside or around us. I just don't believe that was the call. I just don't believe that's what God has for us. Figure out your place, your impact. Your impact doesn't have to be great. You don't have to. Martin Luther King was able to change the whole world. That works. That's him. I don't claim to be a world changing influencer, but I can have an effect on one person's day. Somebody sent me yesterday a message, and I tell y'all why I get up in the mornings and do this, and I tell you why I coach. I got a message yesterday from somebody who told me they thanked me for helping them through their grief. Good morning, Tam. I had no idea that they were grieving, that they were going through a grief period, and they were like, because they get to come on the show and see me and the foolishness that we bring in the morning, help them through their grief. I had no idea that was even happening. Small impacts. We all can make small impacts, man. And those small impacts, you may not be Martin Luther King, but somebody influenced him, encouraged him to be better. Somebody helped push him through school. Somebody helped get him the way he was. Hey, man, you might not sell drugs, but you can still be a pusher. Do they even say that anymore? I'm your pusher. I don't even know if they say that. I think drug dealers have come so far. Big shout outs to all my pharmaceutical people. We got to go out and help. You are making more of a difference in this world than you think. And that difference is happening either way. You are part of somebody's origin story, whether you know it or not. Sometimes you pushing people. Sometimes your negative can be what pushes them to become the joker. You don't even know. Let's just look at how we treat people today, man, and let's try to treat some people well. Tam, did you make that phone call? That's how I got to treat her. I got to put her on blast on the whole world. Ask her, Tam, did you make that call? Got me looking bad. I hope y'all have a fantastic day, man. Go out and support some kids this weekend if you can. They got all kinds. Little league, high school, junior high, all kinds of kids playing. Go out there and support them. Go support cheerleaders, band. When I'm telling you, when those Mayo people started singing, real singers can sing with their whole mouth. Michelle Ndege Ocello. You know I love you. I be like, what is she doing? Jaws. Loose jaws. Her jaws as loose as my glutes. I'm gonna get out here, man, try to strengthen my glutes today. Knock that out. Y'all have a fantastic weekend, man. I hope it's amazing for you. I hope your weekend is amazing. I truly do. I hope whatever you got going on, we're going into a holiday. Labor Day is on Monday. I'll still do the show. I hope your weekend is amazing because you're amazing. I just hope something puts a smile on your face today, man. If I didn't do it, I hope somebody else later on today. You going to the casino? Boy, people watching at its finest. Let me know, Tam. I hope somebody does something to put a smile on your face today. I hope somebody makes it better. Good morning, Renee. It's going to be amazing, man. Let's try to figure it out. I'll be back here on Monday, man, and I'll try to be a little... Oh, wait, I got to do the word of the day. Y'all just be letting me do anything. Y'all know we got a structure to this show. Oh, Lord, I don't know this one. Mise en scène. Mise en scène. Mise en scène. Mise en scène. Mise en scène is the day. MISE-EN S-E-N with a listen. I don't even know if I can copy the word. Let me see. It's mise-en-scène can refer to the setting of a play, movie, etc., or it can refer to the physical or social setting in which something real occurs or develops. The mise-en-scène is spare, comprised of only a table and 2 chairs under a low-hanging light. We fell in love with the blue skies and gorgeous architecture that form the mise-en-scène of this Southern European city. Mise-en-scène, mise-en-scène. Yeah, we ain't using that one in there in a sentence. Lisa, merry birthday! Can we go ahead and give her early happy birthday, Lisa? Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa. Lisa, it's your birthday. Y'all know where that came from. That came from The Simpsons when the guy thought he was Michael Jackson. Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Lisa. You see, Stars called you old. When she put that miss in front of it, she calling you old. That's exactly what's happening. Lisa, it's your birthday. Now I can tell y'all to have an amazing day, man. I'll be back, Lord willing, the creek don't rise, trying to be a little bit better than I was today. Y'all have an amazing weekend. Make somebody feel good, even if there's somebody. And I'll catch y'all on the other side of the wall. I'm out, y'all. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again.